Good morning. Today we'd like to recognize Cheryl Flatten for over 40 years of service to Community Action of Southeast Iowa. In 1979, Cheryl walked into the office and was hired, and she hasn't left since. I was reviewing some of her evaluations over the years and noticed Sharon Ford, our previous director, who she worked with for many, many years, highlighted some of her strong points. They include: she is creative in developing new programs and approaches to services. She is a leader in the child care field at the local, state, and national level. She works within the various budgets she is responsible for, and she is very supportive of the agency and its mission. I know I have enjoyed working with Cheryl very much. One thing I always notice about her is she's very detail orientated. In fact, sometimes if I write instructions to something, I ask her to read through them to make sure they'll actually work, because she will go through them step by step. In fact, I need to warn you, if you ever give her a recipe, she will follow it to the T, so make sure you have every single instruction in there. She will even measure the size of the pan to make sure it is as you noted it in the recipe. Cheryl is very creative. She continually explores new programs and new ways to help child care providers in Southeast Iowa. She's very creative in finding new funding sources and has been influential in the development of quality child care in Southeast Iowa. Cheryl loves to travel, and COVID has slowed her down just a little bit. But fortunately, she has a second home now in Phoenix, and she has found a way to get down there every once in a while. In fact, maybe again next week. Cheryl is an avid gardener. She has a beautiful backyard that she keeps up, and she likes to entertain her friends back there. I just happen to have a picture of one of her most frequent visitors. Yes, there's a whole herd of them back there that like to join her in her backyard and eat her flowers. Again, I just can't thank Cheryl enough for the good work she's done for the agency and all she has done for children in Southeast Iowa. We wish her the best, and I think we'll have another video of her upon her retirement. Thanks, Cheryl.
Now is one of the big awards. We have an employee that is celebrating 35 years with Community Action. Paula Morgan, as quoted by Human Resources, as far as I have records for, was hired as a family development specialist for the CSBG program at the Tolson Center in Mount Pleasant in September of 1984. She changed positions in July of 2018 to become the program coordinator for the LIHEAP program and moved to central office. Katy Perry, LeBron James, and Mark Zuckerberg were born in 1984. I was just a sophomore in high school. Ronald Reagan was president, and George H. Bush was his vice president. Postage stamps cost 22 cents, and gas was only $1.21 a gallon. And Paula Sue Morgan was starting her career with Community Action of Southeast Iowa's Tolson Center in Mount Pleasant. Paula knows Henry County better than almost anyone else knows the people, the services available, and loves the Tolson Center, even though she doesn't get to go there every day for work anymore. She and her husband Tom and cat Lily live outside of town down a long country gravel road where they farm a little, camp a little, play with some trains a little, they barbecue and grill a little, and are loved by many folks in their community. Paula loved Community Action of Southeast Iowa so much that she recruited her daughter Kelly to come work here too. I often hear stories of the years where she and Tom also worked part-time at the local bowling alley in town, and the work ethic she has established in life is a great example for all of us. Work hard, play hard, have fun. Please help me congratulate Paula Morgan for 35 years with Community Action of Southeast Iowa. Thank you so much, Paula.
Cheryl Irvin began her career with Community Action and Head Start in October of 1989. She has held that position as teacher associate at our Marie Challarico Center in Keokuk for 30 years. Holy cow, that in and of itself is worth celebrating. We appreciate her commitment and her dedication to our children, families, and our agency. Cheryl is an asset to her classroom and our program. Congratulations, Cheryl, on 30 years of service to Head Start. Sandy Steele started as a Head Start parent and volunteer and was hired for the program in August of 1990. As a Head Start teacher for 30 years, Sandy loves the reaction children have to things. Sandy is attentive to the children's needs and always ready to listen to the interesting things that sometimes come out of their mouths. Sandy always wanted to be a teacher, and it shows in her patience and dedication to her classroom. Thank you, Sandy, for 30 years of helping children grow and learn in the Head Start program.
Tammy began her employment with Community Action 30 years ago as a child and adult care food program assistant. Although Tammy has held the same position since she was hired, she is credited for growing the program from just a few in-home child care providers to well over 65. Soon she will be responsible for an additional 7 child care centers, which we also sponsor. Her integrity and attention to detail is apparent in her daily work and in our state reviews. She cares about young children, which is evident when she does a home review and we see the young children running to her, quizzing her about what activities she has brought for them in her bag. Tammy keeps current with information relating to early childhood, nutrition, and creatively shares it with the providers to encourage best practice. Tammy takes the initiative to take classes which promote CACFP and recently received her CACFP professional certification, which acknowledges her commitment to the profession and her willingness to uphold high standards. Tammy has moved from her country home to an in-town home, but is very active in her vegetable and flower gardens, as well as her apple and pear orchards. She has been known to be right there with her husband Dave as they saw boards, pound nails, and shingle the roof in their newly constructed garage. In her spare time, she enjoys spending time with her daughter and grandchildren, doing things like hiking, wading in creeks, and exploring the great outdoors. It has been a pleasure working with Tammy over these past 30 years. As I slip into retirement, I know for sure that I will miss seeing her smiling face. I will miss her positive attitude. I will miss her patience. I will miss her being able to find anything I might have misplaced. I will miss her kindness, and I will miss her energy. I will miss her dedication to the program and to community action. I will miss her terribly, but the agency will retain a great employee for many years to come. Thank you, Tammy, for 30 years with Community Action.
Rhonda Murphy started as lead teacher for Head Start in September of 1990. Over the years as lead teacher and teacher associate, Rhonda has loved seeing the light bulb moments that happen when a child catches on to something. She has a passion for teaching and a talent for helping children learn social and emotional skills. Her steadfast teaching of literacy has had a great impact on the lives of many children. Rhonda, thank you for 30 years of love and dedication to the children and families of Head Start. Donna Camps became a member of our Marie Tallarico Center staff in September of 1994. She had worked as a teacher associate that entire time until May of 2020. In August of this year, she accepted the challenge to become the receptionist for the center. We have enjoyed having Donna as part of our community action for these many years and thank her sincerely for all of her investment of time for the benefit of the children she has served. Thank you, Donna, for 25 years. Mindy Rich has been with Community Action since 1999 when she was hired as an associate in the Head Start program. Mindy is one of those people that's always on top of what needs to be done next, whether it's something with the children, creating something for the classroom, or doing something for her family. She is always ready to help out in areas of the program and has stepped into many roles over the last several years. Thank you, Mindy, for 20 years of dedication and commitment to Head Start. Roxy Dobson first started with our agency back in 1999. Her first assignment was working as a teacher associate at a Marie Tallarico Center in Keokuk in an early Head Start classroom. In January 2001, she made the switch to lead teacher in an early Head Start classroom at Richardson Center in Fort Madison. Roxy's dedication to her children and to her family stands out amongst her peers. Roxy does an outstanding job with our children, and she is a great mentor for our teachers. Congratulations, Roxy, on 20 years of service. Tina Loring started out in our agency as a Head Start teacher associate in October 2000. In September 2001, she made the switch to an early Head Start classroom. And then, in April of 2011, while also working in early Head Start, she also acted as our custodian. Tina is always willing to step in and help where needed and is a valuable asset to our program. Thank you for 20 years of dedication and hard work.
15 years. Our first honoree is Lisa Kearns. Lisa, has it really been 15 years? We have all watched your triplets grow from toddlers to now college-age young adults. Oh, the gray hair inducing stories we have all empathized with, laughed about, and oohed and awed over pictures and achievements. Lisa always has a can-do attitude and is always willing to step up and help out all of us with any project or policy changes that we need to implement, which is so appreciated. She has taken on the Farmers Market program and keeps it all organized and up to date so that the rest of us can concentrate on all the other things that demand our attention. She truly believes that part of her job is to do what she can to help all of us to do our jobs as calmly and efficiently as possible by changing procedures at her coworkers' requests, anticipating the needs of our offices and clinics, organizing supplies, just all those little things that keep us sane. She has a wonderful way of talking with clients and explaining how things work or why we can't fulfill an odd request, congratulating clients when they tell her that they are pregnant or that they have a new baby. Lisa is a terrific coworker, and we all appreciate you so much for all you do for us, our clients, and our agency.
Dari Good started working with Early Head Start as a substitute in September of 2005. Then she became a permanent fixture in the program as Early Head Start teacher associate. The connections she has made with the children and their families show in every interaction she has with them. Her love and dedication are a great asset to Early Head Start and every child and family that she has helped grow in the last 15 years. Thank you for your commitment, Dari. Penny Williams was hired in February of 2005 for the position of lead teacher in a classroom at our Marie Tellerico Center in Keokuk, where she continues in that capacity today. Penny has impacted and enriched the lives of every child that has been in her classroom. The children in her classroom consistently demonstrate tremendous gains and show their readiness as they transition into kindergarten. We are thankful for her dedication to the education and success of future generations and proud to have her on staff. Congratulations, Penny.
Amy Maple has been with our agency since December 13, 2004. Amy works in the fiscal office as the accounts payable accounting clerk. Amy's responsible for paying all accounts payable invoices, reconciling vendor statements, tracking Head Start in-kind, and monitoring agency credit card accounts. Amy shares her life with her longtime boyfriend, John. They enjoy their summers at the racetrack and spending time with family and friends. Amy also enjoys bowling and spending time with her girl tribe. Congratulations, Amy.
Jackie Beets has been with Head Start in our agency for 15 years. Jackie began her career with us as a substitute in November of 2003. She was hired as an education services manager in September of 2005. That title changed over the years to education coordinator, and it's in this capacity she has successfully served all of our sites. She is currently serving as education coordinator and acting as site leader at our Burlington site located at the Old Course School. Jackie's determination and sense of humor, combined with her no-nonsense approach, promotes excellence within the program. Thank you, Jackie, for 15 years of excellence and dedication.
Let's take a minute to celebrate Dolly Stansel. Dolly was hired and worked in the weatherization program and in 1980 for a couple of years. She left the agency for greener pastures for a little while and then returned in February 2005 as the Head Start custodian in Fort Madison. In August of 2006, Dolly was hired as the administrative receptionist for the Des Moines County Center. In late January 2007, she was hired in her current position as the Family Development Specialist for the CSBG program at the Iacker Center in Fort Madison. Dolly is so active in her community, and the love she has for the city of Fort Madison is obvious with her involvement. She has served on the Paws Pet Shelter Board of Directors, is involved with the Emma Cornelius House, which is a homeless shelter or homeless house in town, and is always ready to help with the diaper drive that another Fort Madison business heads up annually. While Hurricane Katrina might have made national news in 2005 for its devastation on the coast and the southeast region of the country, and while Disneyland was able to celebrate 50 years in business, Dolly was busy establishing her career in human services and as a family specialist in work for Community Action of Southeast Iowa. Aren't we lucky to have her? Thank you so much, Dolly. Happy 15 years.
Tootie Horn started out as a volunteer in 2004. After her initial hire in September of that year as an associate in Fort Madison, she has now worked in every early Head Start center in our program. Tootie loves the one-on-one time she gets to spend with the children and what she can do to help them grow and develop. Her love of learning and belief in each child has produced amazing results in her children's learning and life skills. Thank you, Tootie, for everything you have done for the program in the last 15 years.
Mary Jo Zern is our next 15-year honoree. Mary Jo has actually been around longer than 15 years as she worked for us for a number of years, went back to her first love of being a dental hygienist, and then came back to WIC again 15 years ago. Mary Jo has many loves in her work life, helping moms, laughing with her coworkers, learning about new issues in nutrition, all kinds of things. And then in her real life, she enjoys going to auctions with her husband, traveling, antique malls, and of course, with a new puppy in the house, she is learning all about puppy antics all over again. Mary Jo has taken on various extra projects over the years, from coordinating our pump program to helping with coming up with new ideas and action plans. She has an ability to listen to new policies and then thoughtfully come up with how to incorporate them into our current clinics. Mary Jo is planning to spend a lot more time traveling in the next few years, as she will be retiring this next summer. Lucky you, Mary Jo. We all wish you the very best and will absolutely miss you here at WIC.
Valerie Buckner started working for us as a substitute in 2004. Currently a Head Start teacher associate, Valerie loves seeing things through the children's eyes and helping them explore and expand their knowledge. Val's energy and positive outlook helps every child in her care have a better day and learning experience. A Gryffindor through and through, her courage and determination comes out, in and out of the classroom. Thank you, Val, for the fun you have brought to Head Start for the last 15 years.
First staff that we'd like to honor is Diana Dobson. Diana has been with our WIC program now for 10 years. Diana has been so much fun to work with. Between her love of laughter and her newest endeavor, decorated sugar cookies that are almost too beautiful to eat, but wow, are they delicious. Diana has the ability to bring people together and give advice to keep everyone calm in this very stressful COVID time. Diana has a let's try it attitude and is willing to change it up as things change in WIC, which of course can be on a daily basis. Her ability to relate to clients and gain their trust and confidence, especially when they have a new baby or maybe struggling with health or feeding issues, is a very special talent of hers. Her pride and joy is of course her family, which also includes her furry family members. We are thankful to have Diana as a part of our WIC family and honor her for her first 10 years with us.
Leah Haberrichter is celebrating 10 years with the Community Action and the Head Start program. She was hired in late 2009 as an early Head Start associate. Later, she moved into a Head Start associate role, and in 2011 was hired in her current position as Family Development Specialist for Head Start in Burlington. Leah has become the go-to specialist at the Burlington site. She is the keeper of the forms and has a wealth of knowledge. We're so glad to have Leah on our Head Start team. Congratulations, Leah, for 10 years. Maria Reardon was hired in October of 2010 as a teacher associate at our Marie Tallarico Center in Keokuk and this is where she continues to serve today. While working in the classroom, Maria completed the necessary coursework to achieve her CDA certification for preschool setting. We appreciate her dedication to our children and families in Head Start and congratulate her on her 10th anniversary with the agency.
Vicki Lair worked for 10 years with Community Action of Southeast Iowa. She started her employment on December 14th of 2009. And while 2009 had a lot of highlights, there's just a couple I want to mention. The Chicago Cubs filed bankruptcy, and Barack Obama started his first term in January, right along the same time, well, actually 10, 11 months later, when Community Action got to hire Vicki Lair. What an impact she's had for her clients over the years. I've only gotten to know Vicki over the last year and a half, but can tell you that she was the decorator and the extraordinary specialist of the new downtown once we got to remodel and spiff it up a little. She kind of put the lipstick finishing touches on everything for us. Vicki ran our Des Moines County CAP committee for years, and the community partners she worked with cannot say enough good things about the work she did for us over the years. Vicki also headed up our medication assistance program, and Dr. Carlson has called me several times to let me know how much she will be missed, and her clients will definitely miss her. Vicki lives in Fort Madison, where some of her family still resides, and she loves spending time with her grandkids every chance she gets. Vicki did get to retire last month, and we want to give her a heartfelt thank you for her 10 years of service. Thank you so much, Vicki. Enjoy your retirement. You deserve it.
Melinda McCampbell began her Head Start experience as a parent and policy council member, on which she served as president. In February 2010, she was hired as an associate in the Early Head Start program. The following year, Melinda transitioned to the role of lead teacher in Head Start, where she remains today. Melinda's natural abilities at teaching early childhood are evident in the calm atmosphere of her classroom and in the amazing results of her children as they move on fully prepared for kindergarten. Congratulations, Melinda, on 10 years of service. Jessica Burnham has been an invaluable member of the central office team since 2010. She started as administrative clerk for Head Start in 2010. 8 months later, she was promoted to administrative assistant. In 2017, Jess was assigned the position of Health Services Coordinator for Head Start. Then, in May of 2018, she took on the challenge of Administrative Coordinator, where she continues today. Jessica excels under pressure. Her creativity and willingness to make my crazy ideas come to life, sometimes with very little notice, are characteristics that make her indispensable. Thank you, Jessica, for 10 years of service. Amy Gound has been an asset to our Head Start Early Head Start team since September of 2014. It can be stressful covering 3 sites, yet Amy still finds a way to be positive and always has a smile on her face. Amy is a very skilled, organized, and detail-oriented person. As an RN, Amy ensures that screenings are completed on all the children, required health documents are in order, physicals and immunizations are up to date, and classrooms are stocked with first aid supplies. Outside of work, Amy is very family-oriented, keeping busy with her daughter's activities. Thank you, Amy, for 5 years of service. Christy White has shown her dedication to our program for many years, first as a parent, then as a bus monitor, classroom associate, and now as a lead teacher in Head Start at Tolson. Her career with Head Start began in 2014 and has steadily progressed while Christy has continuously professionally improved. She is working diligently to earn her Bachelor of Arts degree in early childhood education, which definitely shows when you visit her classroom. Christy always steps up to any challenge that is presented to her. Thank you, Christy, for 5 years of service and dedication. Jody Franks began her Head Start career as a substitute, then a bus monitor, and is currently an early Head Start teacher associate. Jody brings an excellent balance of love and structure to her classroom. She loves getting children as babies and working with them until they're 3 years old and sees them prepared for their next steps in life. Congratulations, Jody, on 5 years with Head Start.
Jen Smith has been with our agency since June 19, 2014. Jen works in the fiscal office as an accounting clerk. Jen's responsible for preparing and entering journal entries to record monthly allocations, prepares the monthly bank reconciliation, and prepares monthly reports and billings to several funding sources. One of Jen's favorite work activities is to file, and I'm so glad she does. Congratulations, Jen.
Gabe Gonzalez started as a sub in June of 2014. 2 months later, she was hired as an associate in the Early Head Start program at Tolson and has remained there for the last 5 years. Gabe brings her creativity to the classroom with new ideas to share with children and innovative ways to approach learning. Her easygoing nature has helped her handle the many changes that have happened in the Early Head Start classroom. Thank you, Gabe, for your commitment to the program. Brenda Reynolds started working for us as a substitute, then as a bus monitor. In 2015, she became an Early Head Start teacher associate. Brenda has a real focus on learning for the children in her care. Her dedication and compassion are evident when the children arrive at school and they reach for her. Congratulations and thank you for 5 years with Head Start. Gary Glendenning has been a great asset to our Burlington Head Start program, not only keeping our facilities clean, but the last 2 years, he has also provided a boys and girls bike to be given away at the end of the year to 2 students who have the very best attendance. Thank you, Gary, for 5 great years. Kelly Morgan started with us as a family development specialist for Head Start at the Tolson Center in late 2014. Kelly is very organized and loves her fun pens and bright sticky notes. She's always willing to go the extra mile to support her Head Start families. She enjoys making connections with families and being able to pair them with resources they weren't able to find on their own. Kelly is an integral part of the Tolson team, and we appreciate her dedication to the Head Start program and to community action. And we are thankful to have her at Head Start. Congratulations on 5 years. Nobody can deal with change better than Julie Myers. Julie started her role with Head Start as a part-time cook aide back in 2015. Since then, she's been promoted to full-time cook. In the last 5 years, Julie has seen 6 lead cook changes, 3 supervisor changes, and has moved and worked in 3 different kitchens. Through it all, Julie still shows up every day with her nose to the ground, ready to work. She's never declined a task that's been assigned. She's a reliable worker, and she's a huge part of the success of the current course kitchen trifecta. Congratulations, Julie, on 5 years. Michelle Koppler started with the agency on November 16th as a teacher associate in Early Head Start at the Marie Tallarico Center. In October of the following year, she moved to Head Start to become a teacher associate as well. She is currently working as a float at the same site, filling in at critical times, fulfilling a wide variety of tasks and duties. She has earned both the CDA credentials in an infant toddler and in preschool settings. We appreciate her dedication to our children and families of Head Start. With 5 years of service, congratulations, Michelle. Nancy Jacobs started working for us as a teacher associate in September of 2014. Currently a float teacher, Nancy loves seeing the children's growth throughout the year and knowing that we are assisting children and families to reach their full potential. Her flexibility and determination are recognized and appreciated. Thank you for 5 years of service to Head Start.